Hi guys, Cameron here, and welcome back to another episode of my Fall in the Necromancer, or Fall of the Necromancer, not Fall in the Necromancer campaign that I am running. This is scenario 8, if I remember correctly, and this is attack on Rhosgobel. You're alright there, Thora. Dog is currently, you can see a tail just down here, currently in the background whining away, so I do apologise. But attack on Rhosgobel. Yes, this is a mission where we've got our map that looks like this, and hopefully you can see that and it focuses on it. And this is Radagast fighting off fighting off the spiders that do attack him. You play this on a 2x2 board, which, according to kind of the way that we've been playing it, we're actually now playing on a larger size of board than we should be, which is a bit different, but you know what? That's fine, and we can deal with that. We just got to keep on going. We're more than happy, and it's great. It's meant to be kind of looking like Rhosgobel, so there's meant to be kind of trees everywhere, maybe a little bit ruins. Our board didn't look like this because the trees that we normally use were at an Age of Sigmar tournament. We go down and play at Warhammer Glasgow, and they had donated their terrain to a local tournament, which is lovely of them. It just meant that our terrain was a single set of woods and some ruins, but it worked nonetheless. It was great, more than happy with what we got, and yeah, it worked. So what is this meant to look like? So it is meant to look like Rhosgobel. There's meant to be a house in the centre with a large tree trunk in the diameter of 3 inches and the door to one side. The rest of the board should be dotted with trees, hedges and other such undergrowth. There should be 6 objective markers positioned as shown on the map, each representing a creature that needs rescued. So 6 objective markers. We use 25mm bases, if I remember correctly, and they were dotted around the map, kind of in a wee little circle. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. So, starting position. The good player deploys Radagast, touching the door of his house. The evil player deploys 4 Mirkwood spiders. Each one is touching the centre of a different board edge. Oh, can I say words today? Probably not. Objective. Radagast is trying to rescue the creatures from the forest from the dark magic that is poisoning them, whilst the spiders are hunting down Radagast as their latest prey. The game lasts until one side has completed their objective. Good player wins if they can rescue all creatures within Rhosgobel and have Radagast enter his house by moving into base contact via the door. Evil player wins if Radagast is slain. Quite simple for the evil player, isn't it? Rescuing creatures. The 6 objective markers represent woodland creatures in need of rescue. Radagast may save the creatures by ending his move phase in base contact with the marker, and so long as he is not engaged in combat. When a creature has been successfully rescued, remove the marker from play. I'm pretty sure we just flipped them over, because that way, when we then played the opposing side, it meant that we could just know where the objective markers were at the same time. Radagast's determination is another rule. Whenever Radagast rescues a creature, he may restore one fate point spent earlier in that battle. And then for the participants, we have Radagast the Brown for the good side, and Evil has 4 Mirkwood spiders. That is it. Overall, it was a good scenario. We enjoyed it, and you'll certainly see what happens. So rather than me talking just now about it, we might as well cut over this video and go see what it's about. So here you go, you can see kind of how we had the board set up. A couple of ruins, and then we used the trees in the centre as Radagast's house. We did forget to actually film the start of it, so I got first turn, I'm playing good, Radagast managed to get out of his house, touch the first base, and the spiders couldn't get in. I'm pretty sure I then started casting things like Terrifying Aura, just to try and make it so that the spiders had to then try and get to me. Although actually that looks like Nature's Wrath, or the equivalent that Radagast can do. I can't remember. I'm not particularly good at spiders. At magic. And I'm definitely not particularly good at spiders, as you all know. But yes, we managed to go through this mission. Radagast kind of getting around the board, having to take courage tests, these spiders, which were failing. And one rule that we actually forgot was the campaign special rule last time, of when the clearing of the nest was won by the evil player. If a spider suffers a wound, they get to roll a d6, and on a 6 they regain that wound. And you'll see actually at one point that we have 2 spiders wounded, and then one of them miraculously loses that wound, and that's, there we go, so 2 spiders wounded there. And that's because we remembered what the rules was. So my opponent there trying to get a spider going around the back. I managed to there's so many of a very similar magic power that just I cannot remember which one is what. But yeah, managing to get that off. The spider's only managing to move half then, trying to charge with 3 dice there, not managing. Again, spider's being knocked over. This, I think, was the only way that Radagast could potentially do it, but in the end, I got paralyzed, as you can see just there. So, managed to charge me, get that web off, and it wasn't particularly good. And at that point, it was just how many dice is my opponent rolling? And the answer is a lot. There was no real way that I managed to kind of save this. It was one of these things that you're just looking at that going, nope, that's it, he's done. And it's kind of a bit of a shame. I didn't actually have any wounds against me before this went off. Even though I managed to save it once, it was the same again the second time. But yeah, I didn't have any wounds against me, so I couldn't actually receive any fate points back for those animals that I managed to save, but kind of it just was what it was. That is my Radagast dying. So we flipped over, and as you can see here, this is me now playing the evil side. We're marking out exactly where everything is, and Matthew, my opponent, decided to try and do something different, but I got some spiders in fairly early on, and we got a little bit of combat going, so it was just kind of a nice different play style. I wasn't particularly winning these combats, but it was something that kind of is nice to have almost a different play style and perspective. It means that these scenarios sometimes do go differently, and as you can see here, I'm flipping over some spiders because they get knocked prone and they go over. Luckily enough, not taking too many wounds, but kind of it is what it is, and we've got cocked dice, of course. So yeah, we both had very similar ideas with these magic powers. It was kind of probably what the game was designed around. Radagast getting a load of magic powers off, using his Staff of Power to cast and get various things off on these spiders. I reckon when we get later on in the campaign and it is just magic powers from the White Council, I'm going to struggle. You have seen my kind of way of learning magic is actually through this campaign, and it'll be strange one day when I have 5 magic casters all at once, and I'm not too sure if I can manage it. But yeah, Matthew was managing to get to some of the objectives and kind of flipping them over just there. I don't think I had taken a wound off Radagast, so this regaining a fate point when you flip over a creature, I don't think it actually ever went off, because I don't think we ever had the need for it, which is a bit of a strange one, I would say, but it is what it is. There's not really much that you can do. It's probably a very useful way to do it if you played it slightly differently, and you were getting into a few combats and the spiders were getting lucky. I've got to admit, I'm not good. And that is exactly how our games went just there. So Radagast not managing to get round all of the creatures and save them. The spiders managing to actually go round and capture Radagast, kill him, and then kind of that just was what it was. Nothing more that we can really say about that. It was certainly a good scenario in terms of it felt balanced enough and we were more than happy with it. As for the special campaign rules, due to the evil player winning there. Evil in the exploration of the Dorgal Dur scenario. The evil player may re-roll the dice to see which statue the Witch King is hiding in and pick either result. So that is something that will happen with next week. And if you do like this series, I really do appreciate everyone that keeps on coming back and commenting on them. It's certainly something that we are enjoying doing and playing, and we will get through them all eventually. We've still got a little bit of time to go. You all right there, babe? She's whining in the background again. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. There's not really much more else than I can say just now, other than please tune back in next week for the exploration of Dorgal Dur, where we will see Radagast pit up against the Witch King. It would be really appreciated if everyone could like, comment, subscribe, follow all those jazz things, and don't forget that there is affiliate links for Element Games, Goblin Gaming and Noble Knights Gaming in the description below. Any money from that does give me a kickback, and all the money goes into this channel for various things, such as buying this book and then buying the book that is about to come out, The War in the North. So thank you very much for watching once again. Take care and bye-bye. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and use my affiliate links in the description below. Take care and bye-bye.